Hello everyone, this is Heroes Trivia. Welcome back to another Group B matchup between Storm's End and Peanuts. And taking a look at their compositions, we have Storm's End in the green, and he has Huang Fusong, Liu Zhang, Guo Jia. Same three generals, same combo with Ceasefire units, still Imperial units. There's slight change to the composition with Dong Zhuobing. I think there's one less here to go for one of those northern horseback archers, and still two crossbow units. Rank up on the crossbow unit and the Imperial unit. I think it's a little bit of wasted money on the Imperial unit. They have high enough stats to begin with. Perhaps one more unit with those rank up cash would have been better. And then looking at Peanut, we have Yuan Shao, Lu Bu, and Huang Fusong as well. So a matchup of Imperial units on both sides. 4 Lancer Cavalry versus 3, not ranked up on one side versus rank 3 on the other side. 2 Defender of Empire to shore up the front line, some Z infantry as well, 3 units of crossbow ranked up to level 5, and we also have 3 much weaker Raider cavalry on Lu Bu as well. So overall, the generals on both sides are all premium quality. Storm's End side is a little bit weaker pound for pound, but together, if you use the combo correctly, is very powerful. On Peanut's side, we have Lu Bu, which brings a very different dynamic here, not only in terms of personal strength, being unbreakable, also Dragon's Gaze is also quite important, especially working well with the crossbow units. And let's see how this fight takes place on the battlefield. And looking at deployment, pretty similar setup on both sides. Cavalry in the back, units in the front protecting crossbow, forest in the middle. Let's see how they approach the fight. We have a harassing unit here, Northern Mounted Archers. And both sides going to kind of take stock. No one really is, incentivized to move first since they both have a crossbow setup. So, waiting it out is advantageous for both sides. The forest doesn't help either side, to be honest. And it's going to be hard for this Northern Mounted Archer to get some shots in, because they don't outrange the crossbow and could just get picked off like that. Dong Zhuobing also can shoot back. Oh, actually, they don't. There's no Dong Zhuobing on this side. My bad. Dong Zhuobing is on their own side. They just have to avoid the crossbow, which is harder than it sounds. And the speed on Northern Mounted Archers is very slow. It's only 75. Easily caught up not only by generals, but Raider Cav as well. So as a harassment unit, I think it's actually pretty bad. It's also not so great with charge, costs money, not a great unit choice here. But it seems to be baiting the generals in. Lu Bu wants to do a quick mop-up with Dragon's Gaze. Ready to see the units coming to assist. Lu Bu might be overextended. This is a good opportunity to get the general in there and just pull off the Ceasefire combo. Because we know for sure this is going to be a Dragon's Gaze. Yep. So it's already been used. Let's get the generals over here. Here they come. Now Lu Bu is a little bit too chilled here. He should not be staying here. A hail of arrow targeting the cavalry? Oh no, the generals. But so far away, through the forest, a lot of shot did make contact. Oh, actually, 0 shot made contact. 20k, 25k, 40k. Nothing hit them. A missed chance, though. I think Lu Bu could have been caught with the ceasefire. Cavalry making a move. There are some serious gaps in this setup. Like, these units are not good against cavalry. Unless they're in formation, which they're not. And that gap right there is kind of big. Seems like Storm's End's gonna win out the patient race, as he is gonna sit tight here. And Peanut's gonna be the one marching towards him. We have a pretty wide flanking angle happening. The crossbow's trying to be maneuvered around. I mean, the more angles you create, the more openings you could potentially have, but it also makes it much harder to micro. So we'll see how that goes. Looks like Huang Fusong's looking for another Hail of Arrow. Perhaps we can just answer with Stoneborg. That would actually be really good. Let him use it. It would be a waste. It's a good trade of abilities. But they're going in for... Oh, he fired it. No answer from Stoneborg, and Liu Zhang gets hit. Lu Bu is frozen in place. Answer with a close range. Still no Wisdom River. Yeah, got in there at the very end there. I think the last shot hit him at full value. But the order is just a little off. Alright, the cavalry swarming in. Dong Zhuobing coming in to assist. The Imperial Lancer's getting caught going a little bit too close. Getting a few shots out at the Imperial Sword Guard really doesn't do anything. Alright, I think they can move now. 9 seconds. He's moving just because he's fighting units. But these cavalry units have been taken out by the Dong Zhuobing. These are the Raider Cav. They're very weak. This one's probably going to get taken out as well. The Imperial's flanking in. And they're going to make good contact. Range protection for who? Why was that used? Lu Bu is going to fight some Lancer. If he gets a slam in here, that's really good. Let's see if Guo Jia gets into range. Another splash. That was good timing then. That's a bad play by Peanut, because he saw the ability go down. He still fired way after the ability went on, so that did no damage. Lu Bu gets killed by the Lancer Cav. I don't think I saw a smash ability go down. Maybe it did. But still a good trade. He was pretty low afterwards. Yeah, the crossbow getting good trade shots back. They're not really firing back at the crossbow because they're trying to cover the cavalry side. So Peanut's crossbowman is going to win out here. I'm not sure about his generals because Yuan Shao is now in trouble. Huang Fusong still sitting over here. Evasion increase. Cavalry's winning out. They're removing the extra morale bonus by chasing after them. Very early usage of the ability for the infantry, which I guess makes sense because Guo Jia's coming, and once Guo Jia gets there, you can't really use it anymore. Let's see if we have the ceasefire back on, because I imagine that's what's going to happen here. With Liu Zhang or not. Evasion boost. I mean, the front line is just holding with the Imperial units. Alright, we got another ceasefire usage. This Dong Zhuobing is not using anything, not being used at all. There's no... Oh my god. Yeah, why did this not come in first so you don't take friendly fire? I don't understand. Like, this combo is clearly, you know, constructed together for this purpose, but it's being used wrong every single time. 2 matches in a row. Yeah, now, yeah, why? The order's so wrong. Yeah, that just makes no sense. And you end up doing probably more damage to your own general than you did to Huang Fusong there. Because there's so much less armor on Liu Zhang. This was a terrible ceasefire trade. This one is going to be... This is a bad target for the crossbow units. I like the fact that Northern Mounted Archers finally being used as an actual melee unit just to fight off one of the crossbow. 95%. They should be moved up and shoot the enemy cavalry. Alright, without the enemy strategist, maybe we get a Hell of Arrow here. I think there's still 2 uses left. Looks like just a hotkey mess. All the cavalry being hotkeyed together to chase Huang Fusong, who just dismounted. Can he squeeze out a Hell of Arrow? He can. Oh no, I got disrupted. He was gonna shoot one. Yeah, now it's not looking good. That shot didn't get out. Good time to close that gap. And once Yuan Shao gets into a fight, the morale just crashes. And that unit goes down. Yeah, even if the Mounted Archer can't win, they can still distract at least 1 unit. Trying to do Unbreakable to save him. It's a little too late, I think. Oh, someone to chase him, but that's going to expire. It's not going to save him. You can't bring someone back from the routed state with ability like this. Yuan Shao's go down. All the generals have gone down. There is, I think, maybe 2 hail of arrows left, because I think he only used it with the ceasefire. The defender's going to be super annoying. If possible, ignore the defenders for a bit. This Dongzhou didn't do anything. Okay. Not a great shot, but it's fine. Where is Liu Zhang going? Alright, they killed him. Probably didn't need to do that. He wasn't bouncing back. And the cavalry could have been used elsewhere, but we got a surrender by Peanuts. So despite another misplay with ceasefire, not just another, I think it's been like 4 different ceasefire where the order of ability has just been bad across 2 matches. But they still won. I think Storm's End won both match. He's played this same comp 4 times. I don't think he figured out the micro yet, but apart from that, he gets 2 wins, makes this group very interesting. And we see that this went for 8 minutes. It's not going to matter for the time and grand scheme of thing because Storm End is going to end his group stage 2-2. This is Peanuts' first loss, so Peanuts now 2-1. K9 is also 2-1, and we have Zero at 3-1. So the way the tiebreakers work, how this last matchup that we have between Peanuts and K9 is going to come down to a very weird tiebreaker scenario. If Peanuts win, he would be 3-1, tied with Zero, but he would have the head-to-head over Zero, and he would advance. If K9 wins, he ends 3-1, but he already lost the head-to-head with Zero, which means his win would give Zero the advancement as the group winner, and he would end up 3-1 with whatever time he has, going into a potential tiebreaker with the other non-group winners. So that last matchup, it's going to be interesting. K9 is still kind of fighting for his tournament to advance, but even if he wins, he basically just sends Zero ahead, and Zero just have to kind of wait and watch the result of that one. So overall, this match, not too much to say about it. I think it was a little messy. The ability usage was kind of bad on both sides. Peanut kind of ran his generals in there one by one. Lu Bu was out of position from the very beginning, wasn't really punished right away for it, but the second time that happened definitely was punished. Wasn't punished hard, any of the, ceasefire. The second ceasefire did more to Guojia and Liu Zhang than it did to Huang Fusong there. So, interesting match. Both come very similar. You have Imperial Cavs, you have good infantry on both sides, a little bit of anti-cavalry, a little bit of range, and the crossbow actually got a lot of value because they weren't touched, as Storm's End just kind of stayed defensive on his side, and he got sort of as much value you can get from crossbow units. One of them just, they didn't find good target selection. Shooting those Imperial Sword Guard with 95% shield wall isn't going to get you many kills. Anyhow, good match. Looking forward to the completion of Group B, and we'll see who advances out of this group. Until then, bye.